What's good, my zesty lemons? It is Lee, and we're going to do another reading. This time it is about Nick Cannon. I'm sure some of you are aware that Mariah Carey is going to take him to court to get full custody of her children because he has spread himself thin with all these babies. And while it's his body, he can do whatever he wants. But I personally don't think it's a good look. So, I guess it doesn't really matter what I think because, but at the end of the day, I just want to see what the universe has to say about this. Is this going to catch up with him? What's going to transpire out of this? Because it was him that actually said that he was spreading himself thin. That it is overwhelming because of the fact that he doesn't have enough time to, you know, hang out with his babies, spend time with his babies, be a father to all of these babies. And so I just want to see what the universe has to say about this. What is Nick Cannon's true mindset about fathering 12 children? I said 12. What is Nick Cannon's real feelings about fathering 12 children? What was the purpose? What was the purpose of making all these babies? Oops. Don't want to knock these on the floor. Come on, get it together. What is missing in his life? What is the root for him having all of these children? And don't get me wrong, okay? The man is rich enough to do what he's doing. But there's going to come a time where you're going to have to... there's going to come a time when you're going to have to accept the fact that there's going to be children that you're going to spend more time with than the others. So how are you going to handle all of that? Like, he definitely did not think this through. I just want to know, what is the root of this? What was his intentions with this? Come on, cards. Put you right there then. Right there feels good, right? I might have to get a brand new deck because they're so old. I shouldn't do that to my cards. I love my cards. It's just that they're all curled up. My heavy-handed self. All right. What is the root of, what is the reasons as to why Nick Cannon is constantly impregnating these women? What is the reason? What is the reason? Right there. Okay. So we have the moon here, and how I see this is, wow, what is this? Let me go ahead and turn that off because that's not supposed to be on. Okay, so this is definitely a cycle of some sort. And it's also some type of fear that he has. I don't know if he believes that, well, because honestly, emotionally, I do see him, I guess you could say emotionally drowning. He's not as chipper as what he's trying to make it appear. And this is what we don't see. This is what's in the dark. And I feel that with the moon illuminating on this mermaid, or even this could be a person. I've often wondered what this is. Let me look at this. Because I don't know if that is a rock that is on her. That bothers me. So hold on. Okay. Okay, so basically, yeah, this is saying, well, first let me focus on this. That to me looks like some type of rock of some sort that is, you know, pulling her down. I'm trying not to stammer over my words. I don't know if the retrograde is over or not, but sheesh. And so you see how it's illuminating on her. This is beneath the surface, what's really going down. And so I feel like this is him. He is drowning, like I said before, all of these responsibilities. And of course, it felt good at the moment. You know, these beautiful blessings of all kinds, if you will. Just being able to feel the beauty of parenthood again. And I do feel that part of this is guilt because of the passing of his son. And it's heartbreaking. He's definitely drowning. Yep, there we go. So I believe that this, now, as a responsible tarot reader, you're not really supposed to look at this as physical death here. But the rebirth process, I feel like he's in his mind, he really wants to stop. He wants to stop this this pattern that he has. He knows that it's a bad habit. It has definitely got to the point to where it is now considered a bad habit. And also, I kind of feel like it's a little sick. Like he has, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really diagnose anybody, but I just feel like there's something here. There's an obsession with this. And it's because it's some type of coping mechanism of some sort. I don't know how to describe it, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this. And so we have the Three of Pentacles. I feel after Mariah, and he started, well, I mean, he was already working at Wild 'N Out. But he just has a thing with all of his co-workers, if you will, the girls that would work on the show. And part of me definitely believes this was oh, I'm going to smash. You know, like, oh, once a new person comes in, you know, they it's almost as though this is part of the contract. You know, you have to be available if I ever want to get with you in that way. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is that these girls are okay with it. Some of them are, at least. I mean, at least they're not saying anything. But I'm pretty sure that they don't agree with this as well. And then and I just saw the Eight of Cups here. So we have the Eight of Wands. This is situations happening at a rapid pace. You know, he's moving way too fast. You know, and I feel like reality is going to set in, and then he's going to be like, whoa. Because, I mean, how many jobs can you have to afford all of these babies? And see, I could understand if you have a set job where you know that you're going to be there for a while. But he seemed to have gotten fired from just about every job that he had. I don't even know if he has his show or not. The last thing I know is that he did have his own talk show, but I don't know what happened after that. I don't even know if he's still on Wild 'N Out. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I know that, you know, when he tried to go after Eminem, that, I feel like that kind of hurt him. It's like, dude, you need to learn how to stay in your place. Stop trying to accumulate money and focus on all these damn kids that you got. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's cool that, you know, with the eight, calm down, Lee. It's cool that he's cool with all of his baby mamas. But the thing is that you can't keep doing this. This is not okay. Do they have an agreement? Because I kind of see with the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, you know, so I feel like this is a collaborative thing. We don't have to be together. I'll give you a child. But how is that helping you? Because if you're not giving these children the attention that they want, eventually you're going to have everybody taking you to court. Just like Mariah is doing, because she can't, you know, she's doing this all on her own. Especially if you're going to continue to make more babies. So, okay, let's go ahead and go to the next deck to get some clarification as to why these cards are here. And you know, it's interesting that, you know, he takes offense when people question him, well, what are you gonna do with all these babies? And then, you know, he'll ask him, I think it was, who was it? He asked somebody asked him that, and it was on New Year's. And then, you know, he's like, well, what do you think I should do? Like, and they were like basically saying, get a vasectomy. Like, you need to clip it, dude, because you're doing too much. You don't have a plan. And that's the thing. Like, part of me thinks that this is all egotistical decisions. You see somebody new and they look good to you, and so you want to try to spread yourself thin enough to where you will overpopulate everybody that you can, so that you can say that you had one of the baddest bitches. I had her. I had a baby with her. I kind of feel like that's what it is. Like, and it needs to stop. So I do see the death card makes sense here. Like, it's time for you to seriously get yourself together. 1 plus 3 equals 4. You need to balance your life out. There needs to be a foundation, a steady foundation. And while the thought of ending your habits might be daunting, because it's like, oh, I don't got so far, I can't stop now. Yes, you can. And start a rebirth by getting the help that you need. I feel like he needs to understand that this is not okay. As a human being, this is not okay, especially with, okay, children are a blessing, but you can only make so much money. And this is not a good look for anybody that you're hoping to impress. Because honestly, I don't really think that they're going to look at it the way that he does. He may look at it like, oh, well, they're going to see that I'm, you know, an amazing father because I'm there for my kids. But no, you're not there with your kids all the time. You spread yourself thin. And honestly, you wouldn't even be reliable. Because hypothetically, can you imagine if he had all these kids? And what if, I don't know, like, what if the baby mama has to go somewhere and needs him to be there? But then you got another baby mama that needs you to be there at the same time. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're spreading yourself thin. This is too much. This is not okay. Sorry, I cannot articulate my words. But it's just not okay. And I know that deep down inside, he knows that this is not okay. He knows it's not. He knows that he has gone too far. Because like I said, those responsibilities are going to start coming at you left and right. And then doing it for publicity. Because if you think this is how this is going to keep revenue up, you got to think about the fact that you're going to, unfortunately, you're going to sell out like the next individuals. Everybody has a season. So right now, you might be an individual that is popular right now because you are Father Abraham at the time, but then people are going to get sick and tired and bored of hearing about you, and then you're going to become irrelevant. And I think that I'm over here talking like I'm, you know, can't even talk. That Nick is listening and he's not. But the thing is he's doing all these things to keep relevance, and you know, you're gonna phase out like the next. So we have the three, and not the, goodness, this retrograde, the 8 of Pentacles. I tell you what, this retrograde always messes. Well, it's also my stroke too. I'm still recovering from the stroke, so thank you for bearing with me, for those that have stuck by my side. So yeah, you are over encumbered with work. You know, you are drowning and, you know, trying to make ends meet. And I think people really should have paid attention to, didn't he have a song with, excuse me, R. Kelly called Gigolo? I think we probably need to take a listen to that song. And he also has a song, another song, what? The first song, actually, Your Pops Don't Like Me. Like, he was telling us then. But anyways, so with the Eight of Pentacles here, yeah, he's drowning because of the fact that he's spreading himself too thin, trying to work these jobs. And while he has the means to handle his business now, it's going to get to the point to where he may not be able to. And he's aware of that. He's aware of that. So it's like, please just stop while you're ahead. Because then you're going to get to the point to where you're only working for your kids. Yeah, see, look. We have the Four of Swords. This is saying that he needs to withdraw. He needs to stop. He needs to get help. He needs to sit it out. He needs to keep his peen in his pants. He needs to stop talking to anybody that is fertile. He needs to strap it up. He just needs to settle down and think about what the hell he's doing right now. That's what needs to happen. We have, yeah, see, there's, because the Three of Pentacles, yeah, it's going to come to a point to where they're all, if they're not arguing with him now, just because we don't hear about it, doesn't mean that it's not happening. You know, you can't ignore all of them. You may be able to do not disturb and mute and block a few, but if they all come together against your ass, what you gonna do then? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I also see this as, I see this as them coming together to tell him that he needs to address this issue that he has. I also see this as him trying to fight off the opinions of people because of the fact that this is his life. You know, I'm going to do what I want to do, so y'all need to worry about your own business. Okay, we could do that, but the thing is that you publicize it. You know, if you wouldn't open your mouth, or if you wouldn't let it be known that you're welcoming another child, then nobody would have anything to say. So I feel like it does get to him when he hears how people are criticizing his actions. It's not cute. If it isn't cute for a woman to have a bunch of babies, it ain't cute for a man to have a bunch of babies. And they do it all the damn time. All the time. And we're different. This is what I'm saying. Like, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander, but it ain't. You know. Anyways, let me put this back. But yeah, so I feel like this is him kind of trying to ward off the demands, trying to protect himself, because he has definitely spread himself thin. I sound like a broken record, but and also these women can't say anything either, because when you got with him, you knew that he was, he was on baby number whatever. And you still took it upon yourself to allow yourself to get pregnant by him. And the fact that he had these babies all, or just about close together, while he was stepping out on you. I don't even know, like I said, I don't know. It's just messy. It is messy. Okay, so we have the Empress card here, and this is in reverse. And so I feel like what this is saying is that he needs to chill out. The Empress card is fertile, of course. But there is much more to her than just popping out babies. And I don't even know if this was intentionally supposed to be that way. Yeah, it was. I believe. I'm gonna put it up right though. I also see this in reverse if I don't look at it that way, but the reverse is infertility. So I could see him fighting against the thought of getting a vasectomy. Well, you need to do something, because honestly, this is too much. I think that of course you're going to have people, if they think that they're going to get a piece of the financial pie, of course they're going to do whatever they can, because they're going to try to secure what they can from him. But if he keeps this up, he ain't going to have no money for nobody, because he ain't going to have it for himself. And then everybody's going to be SOL at that point. So, let's put this back. So yeah, I feel like he needs to he really does need to I keep saying that, go ahead and get that work done. I also don't think it's fair for him to assume, or not assume, but what am I trying to say? I don't think it's fair for him to try to put infertility on women also, if that's what he's doing. Like, he's saying that he doesn't want to stop having babies. Well, if you don't want any kids, then maybe you need to get your tubes tied. That's not how that works. Usually, a doctor would prefer for the woman to have at least 2 children before she decides that she's done having children. But ultimately, that's her decision. It takes 2 to tangle. It needs your semen to fertilize her egg. So the fact that we even had to have this discussion, you know that she can't get pregnant without you. So if you don't want any more children, you have enough as it is. You have an entire army at this point. Go ahead and get the work done. Stop trying to put it on the women. That's what I think it is. I think that's what he's trying to do. Don't try to gaslight nobody. And I also feel that if if he got caught up in a situation where they were saying, oh, it's hard for me to get pregnant or whatever, that's your fault too. You should have still strapped up. Especially if you knew that this was not going to be, a continuing thing. So either way it goes, it still takes you. You already had enough kids. So I wouldn't be trusting nobody. And okay, we talk about the STDs and the STIs that are still around here. And you just, Lord. Anyways, let's keep going. Alright, so next, I had to see, okay. What else do we need to know, sweet universe? I also see this pattern too. It's like all he does, he works, he sleeps a little bit, and then he fights. He's always arguing. All I do is work, sleep, and fight. Or argue, should I say. And if it ain't with his baby mamas, then it's with the public. But at least one of them, Miss Mariah Carey, was like, you know what? No. And what's messed up is your children with Mariah, they have to sit back and watch you do this. You're putting them further back on the stove. Make sure okay. I'm gonna make sure I didn't pull any cards for the other one. Oh, excuse me. Huh, that's interesting. So, while he's drowning and he's constantly enslaving himself because of his consequences, he's just sitting back. Everything is fine. He feels betrayed by the media and companies that he thought had his best interest at heart. He doesn't. He thought that he was doing a good thing. And this could also be stemmed from the fact that he was hoping, because I don't know. With the whole pathology that's going on here. And it has been said, and that they are, individuals like him are hoping to appease, the Caucasians, hoping to get their approval, if you will. Well, that's not gonna work. Because, like I said, like I was trying to say before I started stammering and doing everything else, I think that in his mind, he thought that people were going to be rooting for him, and they're not. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? This does not look good on you. And like I was saying, yeah, you could be like, well, yeah, I'm a good dad, and I'm doing this and this and this. But no, you're not. Because your behavior, this pathological behavior that you're doing, if I'm even using that word correctly, it's not it. You're leaving one family to produce another. Are you trying to touch every cultural background? Is that the goal? Are you wanting to be the first individual to have said many children so that you could go into the book of world records? Is this a joke to you? Like, this isn't cool. And then think about when your kids grow up. You didn't think about how that's going to affect them. Oh, you Nick Cannon's kid. Your daddy got kids all over the world. You see what I'm saying? Like, kids are mean, man. Like, so anyways, but he's sitting back looking at all the scrutiny, feeling hurt, feeling as though he can't take anymore. He's exhausted. He feels stabbed in the back, betrayed, all that, but everything's good. He puts out this facade that everything is okay. There's that Seven of Wands again. So instead of resting, you are out here fighting and arguing with media. And then we have the Moon card in reverse. So at this point, I feel like this is saying like he is succumbing to his nightmares. It's eventually going to happen. So whatever it was that he... I need to look at the booklet on that one. Hold on. Because it's not often that I see the moon card in reverse, and I always forget the meaning of it. Sorry. Yeah, fears that block you, difficulties separating reality from an illusion, basically. Okay. So, while he's trying to defend his stance, it shows that he does not see that he has a problem. I feel like that's what that's saying. Dude, you have a problem. You need help for it. And you keep defending yourself. You're trying to give every reason. And the thing is that you don't have a reason. You can't come up with a legitimate reason as to why you continue to do what you do. When he said, I don't have a plan, that right there should have been enough for him. I wish he would have taken the time to hear what he said. And I'm pretty sure, looking back on that night, he's like, dang, I wish I would have never said that. But no, you should have. It needs to be documented for you to watch over and over again to realize you have a problem. And look, we have the Empress card again. Okay. And so he needs to stop impregnating these women. Let me look up I do know that the Empress in reverse could signify infertility. This could also signify like a smothering mother. Blocked creative blocks, basically. Let me take a look here. He's emotionally overwhelmed, shutting down, the need for self-care, disharmony, negligence, being materialistic, being overprotective of your creations, being overly dependent on others. So let's go back to this one here. Where'd it go? Is it this one? Nope. Hold on. Am I tripping? Did I not see this before, or is it right here? Oh, yeah, it's right here on top of the Empress. So basically, the double meaning here is he is emotionally, creatively, he is neglectful. He's just doing too much. Emotionally, you're overwhelmed. Well, stop making babies. So let's go ahead and end this reading. What will be the aftermath of Nick Cannon's actions? What will be the aftermath of Nick Cannon's actions? Because basically, the cards are repeating themselves. He's always going to be defensive. He doesn't understand that he's the problem. Stop trying to blame everybody else. He needs to take accountability. What will be the aftermath of Nick Cannon's actions? I've impregnated all these women. set this here because I also want to look at the Seven of Wands. I don't think I looked at that one. I just want to touch on everything. Like if I have to look at the booklet, so be it. It doesn't make me less of a reader. Okay. Grounding, protection, protecting yourself, movement, growth, creation, innovation, remaining ahead, feeling vulnerable, a sign to continue to share your ideas, self-expression. But I feel like this is him defending himself, being attacked, being misunderstood, a need to erect energetic boundaries, no pun intended, and then a lack of preparation, giving up. So, I definitely see him being on the defense. And he does not have a plan. And I feel like he's going to continue to be scrutinized until he stops and takes the time to realize that he needs help. Like I said, he needs to collect himself. So anyways, ready to shuffle the cards. Okay. Strong right there. Yes. And I also can't help but notice that the fact that he had the Empress twice and is in reverse, the same position, it's like, yo, stop impregnating these women. That's what it is. All right, so we have the King of Cups here. Now, hold on. Let me set this down. What's that look like he's doing? Now be creative with this, okay? But anyways, he's taking his waters, if you will, and he is casting it to the ground. All right. And I kind of feel like this is barren land. So maybe this is him deciding to, you know, let me look at the booklet. Hold on. And plus this is a new deck, so I'm still learning from this one. So I gotta find it. Right. Queen, okay. King of Cups. The King of Cups seems lost in thought as he leans forward slightly on his floating throne and pours a steady stream of water on from his cup into the rolling sea. His throne is carved with seashells and a seahorse. He's wearing a fish-shaped pendant, a blue tunic, and a gold cape behind him. The merchant sailing. So the King of Cups embodies the vaporous combination of air and water. Astrologically, he represents the fixed sign of Scorpio, which makes him both passionate and intense. So I kind of feel like with that being said, he is getting, okay, basically he's throwing a hissy fit. That's kind of what I'm thinking the aftermath is going to be. He's going to go ahead and just be like, you know what, forget all of y'all, because y'all spread, or again, you're spreading me thin. I can't be here at once, and this and this and this and this. But the thing is that you did this to yourself, Nick. You did this to yourself, but yet you have the audacity to have an attitude towards everybody else. So, either he's going to decide to just stop messing around with, stop having intercourse altogether and just keep it to himself. If people out there shooting, or I feel like this is saying that he is going to he's going to stop caring, and then he's just going to focus on him. That's the vibe, at least. I could be wrong. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles. And I think that he's going to, let me see this. Yeah, this is him just being generous. He's just going to pay child support. He's going to try to do the best that he can by ensuring that the kids are going to be taken care of. He's not going to pay for all of these luxurious things that I guess he was spoiling his children's mothers with. I think he's just going to solely focus on the kids all together. Like, he's not going to give them, a significant amount for them to just do whatever. It's going to go directly to them. And then we have the Three of Pentacles again. And let's see here. This one's interesting. I'm going to have to look at the booklet. Hold on. Come on. All right. Okay. Art imitates life, and you are the masterwork, and your masterwork is shaping up nicely. The act of creation usually involves destruction. Let's see. You've created something beautiful, lasting, and permanent. You deserve to be rewarded for your hard work. Take care of your tools. Take care of your tools. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is him looking at the masterpiece. Sorry I didn't show you, but it's like, look at the work that I've done. This is me. I did that. But I mean, that's cool. Yes, you created beautiful babies. You did that. 50% of that you did. Okay. But what you've done ultimately was leave these women to do everything else on their own. But of course, some of them signed up for this. I don't know the dialogue between them. I don't know if he promised them the moon and the stars. But all I know is that they're all dealing with the same individual that can't seem to stop having babies, And then we have the Hierophant. And so with the Hierophant here, and there's those boundaries again, that's what we was talking about. Maybe this is a different reading. Yeah, it is, sorry. I'm getting tired now. So I kind of feel like this is I'm honestly shocked that I didn't see the Justice card. But I kind of feel like the Hierophant could symbolize, justice in a way, because it's setting boundaries. And I kind of feel like this manual, I don't know if this is a Bible or what, or if this is a book of rules of some sort, but I know that he is advising them on the correct path. So this is honestly up for open interpretation. Either this is him going to church and trying to get himself right, or going to some type of rehabilitation center to get himself together, because I do feel that there could be some alcohol or some type of drug involved. I could be wrong. But I think that getting the rehabilitation that he needs is definitely going to help him to get his stuff together. Legally, this could also symbolize the same thing that Mariah's doing. The mothers coming together and getting custody. That's why I said I'm shocked that we didn't see the justice card, because honestly it should be here. But I mean, if they cool with what's going on, then who am I to tamper with that? Where is this darn? Okay. Trying to find the Hierophant. If my son is not... Oh, hush. Alright, so let's see. Okay, you're an old soul, and you're old school. You surround yourself with objects of beauty and worth. You appreciate the simple beauty and grace of daily rituals. You believe that there is a right way and a wrong way to do almost everything. You are not above appealing a higher source, 3/4, or speaking on behalf of what higher source when you think you're right. Okay, so so with that being said, I'm wondering if he's gonna try to be a tyrant in this situation. He's like, these are my kids too. You can't do this to me. I have the right to do whatever I want. And that can be dangerous, because that can lead to a nasty custody battle. It really could. And even now, like, I know that Mariah is taking this to court, but that doesn't mean that he's gonna give up that easily. He's, obviously he's about the kids. So we're gonna have to see on this one. So I see two things with that. Either he's actually going to get the help that he needs, like a rehabilitation, or he's going to turn into some type of, dictator of some sort. That's, Aries energy with the Emperor, but, try to lay down some rules, or even take them to court if he wanted to do that, or try to make it to where they can't take him to court. I don't know. I don't know. This reading is a mess, and I'm tired too, so it may not make any sense at all, and that's cool. That's cool. But so if you enjoy the reading, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If not, that's cool. Tell your friends about me. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to drop some comments about what you think is going on, that's okay too. Just keep it pleasant. And remember this, when life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care. Bye.